Let's see this problem. And this is partial fraction problem. This is 2019 now we are discussing, and also it is previously also you got that is in ESET 2013. Now 2019 it is asked 2 times same question, right? Here she given this one z and is asking dou square z by dou t square. Partial differentiation means indirectly when you are doing partial differentiation means the function is defined in 2 variables, one is x and another one is t. To doing with respect to t differentiation means you have to treat x as constant. With respect to x means you have to treat t as constant. To answer this question we require dou square z by dou t square and also dou square z by dou x square. Why? Because in all options you are going to have dou square z by dou x square. That means we have to find dou square z by dou t square and also dou square z by dou x square. First we will find dou square z by dou t square. For that I am finding dou z by dou t. That is a partial differentiation with respect to t, that is z, that is f of x plus ct plus pi of x minus ct. Now applying partial differentiation, always derivative of function is we are representing with f dash. F of x derivative is f dash of x. Here the function derivative f dash of x plus ct, but in place of x we having x plus ct, that's why we are once again differentiating, that is dou by dou t of x plus ct plus pi derivative pi dash of x minus ct once again into dou by dou t of x minus ct. Now simplify, that is f dash of x plus ct with respect to t means x is a constant, always here indirectly x we have to treat as a constant. We treated x as a constant means x is going to be derivative with respect to constant derivative always is going to be 0 plus c into t derivative is going to be 1. That is going to be 0 plus c is nothing but c pi dash of x minus ct with respect to t, that is going to be 0 minus c into 1, that is minus c. If I take c common, c into f dash of x plus ct plus it's going to be plus into minus. Why? Because already here plus is there, you are going to get here minus, that's why you will get here minus pi dash of x minus ct. This is dou z by dou t. I am finding a dou square z by dou t square, means once again you have to partial derivative with respect to t, that already c is there. Now the derivative, partial derivative of f dash is nothing but f double dash of x plus ct. Once again x plus ct, 1 plus x plus ct derivative is going to be c, that is I am writing it directly c minus pi dash of x minus ct, once again x minus ct, that is pi dash derivative is going to be pi double dash, pi dash derivative, that is partial derivative with respect to is going to be pi double dash of x minus ct. Once again x minus ct derivative is going to be minus c, that is nothing but multiplying with minus c. See, simply if I am writing here dou square z by dou t square is nothing but, here also we can take c common, that is already c is there, c into c is going to be c square into f double dash of x plus ct, minus is there, minus already one more minus, it's going to be minus into minus plus pi double dash of x minus ct. Now this is a dou square z by dou t square, now it is over, but in the options we are having dou square z by dou x square, that's why we have to find that is dou z by dou x. I am writing dou z by dou x is nothing but dou by dou x of f of x plus ct plus pi of x minus ct. Now partial derivative with respect to x means treat t as constant. Now I am treating t as constant. Now with respect to x you have to do, that is once again function derivative f dash of x plus ct, once again x plus ct derivative, that is dou by dou x of x plus ct plus pi dash of x minus ct into dou by dou x of x minus ct. Now simplify, that is going to be f dash of x plus ct x derivative 1 plus 0 it is. Why? Because c is a constant, t is also constant, plus pi dash of x minus ct. 1 minus 0 is nothing but once again here we are going to get 1. This is dou z by dou x. I am writing dou square z by dou x square here. That is partial derivative. 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1 into 1. This one is going to be same thing. Now partial differentiation, f dash of derivative is f double dash of x plus ct. Once again x plus ct with respect to x means it's going to be 1 plus pi double dash of x minus ct. Once again with respect to x means you are going to get 1. This is going to be dou square z by dou x square. This is going to be dou square z by dou t square. Here f double dash of x plus ct plus pi double dash of x minus ct is there. That you can replace with dou square z by dou x square. That's why dou square z by dou t square I am writing. That is c square into already c square. This is going to be dou square z by dou x square. Now this is going to be our answer. That is indirectly this value is going to be c square into, that is going to be c square into dou square z by dou x square. This is your answer, right? Let's see other problem. Let's see these problems. See, given this is also partial fraction topic, but by using Euler's theorem we are getting the answer for this question. Let's see that Euler's theorem also here. See, given x and given y, based upon that he defined u function, based upon that u is asking this condition. See, I am writing here x is nothing but r cos theta and y is nothing but r sin theta. From here I am writing y by x, y by is nothing but r sin theta divided by r cos theta. It's going to be r going to be cancelled, sin by cos is nothing but tan theta. From this one I am getting here theta. Theta is nothing but if I take tan this side it's going to be tan inverse of y by x. This is going to be function of theta. That is we refined theta by using these conditions. And from these two values I am writing r equals to root over x square plus y square. If you substitute in place of x r cos theta, in place of y r sin theta, r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. If you take r square is going to be root r square is nothing but r, sin square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. That's why we will get r equal to r indirectly by using these two conditions we written r. From here u equals to f of theta divided by r is given. F of theta is nothing but tan inverse of y divided by x. Divided by r is nothing but root over x square y square. That's this indirectly function is defined in x and y. Here I am writing u of x comma y. In place of x I am writing kx, in place of y I am writing ky. If you write that is as tan inverse of ky divided by kx whole divided by root over k square x square plus k square y square. That is indirectly k get cancelled. It's going to be tan inverse of y divided by x divided by, if I take k square comma, it's going to be k into root over x square plus y square. This total function is going to be what? U of x comma y. We can write k power minus 1 into u of x comma y. See here, for suppose if u of x comma y is homogeneous, this is homogeneous. Actually u of x comma y, after replacing kx comma ky with x comma y, if you are getting k power n into u of x comma y, then this is going to be say homogeneous function, homogeneous function of degree n is nothing but here k power n into f of x comma y, then it is said to be homogeneous function of degree n. N is nothing but minus 1. Then Euler's rule is nothing but Euler's rule for u is nothing but x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y is nothing but n into u. Here n is nothing but minus 1 into u. That's why answer is going to be minus u. Simply by using Euler's theorem, that is, if any function is homogeneous function of degree n, by using n we can write this value. Either you have to find dou u by dou x, means you have to find partial derivative for with respect to x, this one partial derivative with respect to y, this one multiplying x with partial derivative with respect to x, y with the partial derivative with respect to y. If you simplify, at last you will get same function with multiplied with -1. If you know this formula in single step, you got to represent what is f of theta and t, or just I given this everything. By seeing also you can say, if you having idea of f of theta and r, then you can say directly. See the set here given, this is belongs to applications of derivatives, that is set of values which satisfy this equation. This is function is going to be increasing function. When the function is going to be increased, it means if derivative of that function is greater than 0, in that cases, in the values in between that values, it's going to be increase. Right, we will find this function derivative is greater than 0 in between which values is asking indirectly, that we will find by using finding derivative of that function. Just I am taking this one as y. Y is nothing but 2x cube minus 9x square plus 12x plus 4. Now I am finding dy by dx is nothing but here 2 into x cube derivative 3x square, 3x square into 2, that is 6x square, 9 into 2x is nothing but 18x plus 12 plus 0. Why? Because 4 derivative is 0. If I take 6 common, it's going to be x square minus 3x plus 2. If you factorize this, you are going to get 6 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. See, saying if dy by dx is greater than 0, then only it is going to be increased. This is if determinant is if that is dy by dx is greater than 0, then y is increasing function. Between which values it is going to be increased, means this function will say greater than 0. If I take one value, that is 1 minus 1 0, it is going to be 0. If I take 2 value, it is going to be 0. For suppose if I take x less than 1, that is if I take minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, minus 1 into minus 2 minus 3 is nothing but plus 3, you are going to get greater than 0. If I take x equal to x greater than 2, that is greater than 2 values, 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2, 3 minus 2 is nothing but 1, you are getting greater than 0. Ante x less than 1, x greater than 2 values, in between x and 1 and 2, you won't get the values are greater than 0. That's why simply the value is going to be, that is not having 1 and 2, that's why r minus 1 and 2, the answer is going to be simply third option is going to be r minus 1 comma 2. These are the basic problems. Here also some problems, some little bit logics, that is condition based problems. Let's see other problems. Let's see this problem. It's a very easy basic problem that is given, but if you understand, right, f of x comma y comma z is given, and is given x and y and z. Composite differentiation dou f by dou t at t equal to 0 you have to find. Means unconditional problem, indirectly based upon that condition we are finding. First of all, I will write the given values, that is x equal to e power t. At t equal to 0, what is this value I am finding? At t e power t, in place of t if you substitute 0, e power 0 is nothing but what? It's going to be 1. Y equals to what? Cos t. If we substitute t equal to 0 in place of cos t, in place of t if you substitute 0, cos 0 always is going to be 1. Once again, z equals to t cube. Once again, t place la 0 raste, indirectly 0 power 3 is nothing but 0. That is x equal to e power t ante e power 0 is 1, cos 0 is 1, 0 cube is nothing but 0. Now I am finding dx by dt. Dx by dt is what? I will write here, no problem. Okay, don't get confused. I will write here. dx by dt, d by dt of x is e power t is nothing but e power t. Once again, at t equal to 0 we are finding this also. E power 0 is nothing but 1, that is dx by dt at t equal to 0. Once again, dy by dt, that is nothing but d by dt of y is nothing but what? Cos t. Cos t derivative, sin t is cos t derivative minus sin t, that is dy by dt at t equal to 0 is what? Minus sin 0, always 0. Next, dz by dt, d by dt of z is nothing but t cube, that is nothing but 3t square at t equal to 0, that is dz by dt is nothing but 3 into 0 is nothing but 0. Now I am finding df by dt. We want df by dt, that is d by dt of x cube plus x z square plus y cube plus x y z. UV method with respect to t, that is every function in terms of t only, that is d by dt of x cube is nothing but 3x square into dx by dt plus xz square. UV method, x derivative with respect to t is dx by dt and z square alane undi plus x alane undi, z square derivative 2z into dz by dt plus y cube derivative 3y square into dy by dt with respect to t we are doing, plus three functions separately, that is dx by dt into yz plus x into dy by dt into z plus x y into dz by dt. This is total df by dt. At t equal to 0 we have to say df by dt means indirectly at t equal to 0 x is going to be what? 1. 3 into 1 into dx by dt is what? Dx by dt is going to be also 1 plus dx by dt is 1, z is nothing but 0, 0 square, z 0 square plus x at t equal to 0, 1 into 2 into z value is going to be 0, dz by 0 also 0 plus 3 into y is nothing but at 1, dy by dt is nothing but 0 plus dx by dt is nothing but 1 into yz, y value 1, z value 0, 1 into 0 plus x value is nothing but 1, dy by dt is nothing but 0 into z value always is going to be 0 plus x value is 1, y value is 1, dz by dt is nothing but 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is also 0, this is also 0. Simply what? Only it remains what? Only one value, that is 3. Simply answer is going to be 3. Simply substituting values, we will get an answer by derivating that. If to understand you people I written this all everything, but if you write this value simply, you know, x e power t derivative at t equal to 0, if you remember like that, you can substitute values directly, you will get an answer. Within 2 steps you are going to get. Okay, let's see other problem. Let's see this problem. See, I am taking this one as it's a good problem, that is 50 into 50. I am taking this total one as I1. This is as I2. First of all, I will find the integral for this one. That is, I am taking as I1. That is going to be integral 0 to 1 minus x to the power of 50 whole to the power of 100 x to the power of 49 dx. Here, Just I'm taking x to the power of 50 as t. I'm substituting after already when I is discussing in definite integration we said after substituting compulsory you have to apply differentiation. Compulsory you have to apply. After applying that you are going to get 15 to x to the power of 49 or dx equal to dt. I am writing equation for x power 49 dx equal to 1 by 50 into dt. By using these two equations, in this we having x to the power of 49 also. I am modifying this question here. I am replacing here. You can write here, see here, by using x to the power of 50 equal to t, you can take if you take at x equal to 0, you will get t equal to 0 power 50 is nothing but 0. At x equal to 1, you will get t equal to 1 to the power of 50 is nothing but 1. X equal to 1, it's going to be 1. X equal to 0, it's going to be 0. If you substitute here, indirectly integral x equal to 0, t equal to 0, we are modifying this total x terms into t. Here, 1, x equal to 1, you will get t equal to 1. 1 minus x power 50. X power 50 is nothing but t whole to the power of 100. Into x to the power of 49 is nothing but x to the power of 49 dx equal to 1 by 50 into dt. It is in the form of ax plus b whole to the power of n integration, that is 1 by 50. What is that? It is in the form of integral ax plus b whole power n dx equals to ax plus b whole power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 into a plus c. Here a equal to minus 1, b equal to 1. If you substitute, that is nothing but 1 minus t whole to the power of 101 divided by 101 into a equal to minus 1. You have to substitute the limit 0 and 1. If you substitute 1, you will get 1 minus 1 is nothing but 0. 0 by something is nothing but 0. If you substitute 0, 1 minus 0 to the power of 101 is nothing but 1 divided by minus. You will get again directly 1 by 50 into 0 minus of already minus is minus by 101, you will get that is going to be simply 1 by 50 into 101 you will get. This is I1. I2 is what? Simply 1 minus x to the power of 50 whole to the power of 100. Here 101. 101 means you will get 102 here. 101 up to right, it's going to be same thing. In place of 101, you will get 100, you will get 101. 100 plus 1 is 101. 101 plus 1 is 102. You will get in place of 101, 102. That is I1 equal to 1 by 50 into 101. I2 equal to 1 by 50 into 102. The answer is 50 into 50 into I1 by I2. That is nothing but 50 into 50 into 5050 into 1 by 50 into 101 divided by 1 by 50 into 1 by 50 into 102. 50 get cancelled. 50 that is 5050 into 102 divided by 101. If you multiply and if you simplify, you are going to get here, if you here 0 is there, 100 is there, simply you will get here 550 into 102 is nothing but what? 100 is nothing but 5050 into 102. You will get here, simply you will get 5100. The possibility to get 5100. How means simply nothing is there here. 101 into 5 is nothing but 505. That is nothing but 101 into 5. That is nothing but 50. 50 into 102. 50 into 100, 5000. 5000 plus 100. Why? Because 50 into 2, 100. 5000 plus 100 is nothing but 5100. The answer is going to be simply 5100. But it is a different problem. Same coincide problems. If you find, if once again you are finding for I2 also, it will take more time. By finding I1, you can say I2 also. By simplifying that, you are going to get an answer. Okay, let's see other problem. Let's see this problem. Limit n tends to infinity depends upon any given. First of all, it is looking like limit problem, but it is going to be definite integration. Let's see. That is a limit n tends to infinity 1 by n power 6 into sigma k equal to 1 to n k power 5. I am modifying this. Limit n tends to infinity, n power 6 I am writing only 1 by n only. Remaining is n to the power of 5, that is going to be sigma k equal to 1 to n k by n whole power 5 I am writing. Already k power 5 is there, divided by n power 5, that is k by n whole power 5 I am written. See, one formula is there, that is a limit n tends to infinity 1 by n into sigma r equal to 1 to n f of r by n is there. 1 by n must and shouldly you get here sigma, whatever this r is 1 to n, f of r by n we can write as a integral 0 to 1 f of r dr. R either x, either t, either any value you can take. Simply you have to replace r by nx with x. Based upon that, I am modifying this as k by n is nothing but in place of r we are having k. In place of k by n, if you replace with x, it is going to be integral 0 to 1 x power 5 dx, x power 5 integration x power 6 by 6 from 0 to 1. If you substitute upper limit 1 power 6 divided by 6 minus 0 something is going to be, answer is going to be 1 by 6. It is also very easy. Definite integration problems is giving very easily. That is integral minus 1 to plus 1 is there. Always we have one property, integral minus a to a f of x dx is there always. The answer is going to be, it may be 2 answer, that is 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx. When if f of x is a even function, f of x is even function, it is 0 if f of x is a odd function. To say even and odd, simply we replace x with minus x. Here this is, if you take this total function, it is as f of x, that is going to be x power 15 1 minus x square whole to the power of 12 divided by 1 plus x square whole to the power of 8. By seeing you can say it is even to the power of 12 to the power of 8 means it is even, this is odd. Odd into even always is going to be, this is odd function. By seeing you can say always odd into even, odd into odd. Odd into even is going to be always odd. Odd into odd, even into even always is going to be even. One odd function, one even function, if you multiply you are going to get odd function only. You can check if you replace x with minus x with minus x whole to the power of 15 means minus x to the power of 15, minus x whole square means plus x square only, already minus is there, plus minus x whole square is nothing but x square, you will get here minus whole to the power of 12 divided by 1 plus minus x whole square is nothing but plus x square, 1 plus x square whole to the power of 8, that is minus f of x vachindi. If f of minus x is minus f of x, then it is odd function. If f of minus x is a plus f of x, same function aste even function, but is the odd function kabatti answer simply we can say that is going to be 0. If it is even, we can write like this, 1 minus 1 to plus 1. If minus 1 to plus 1 is there, you have to check given function is odd or even. If it is odd, simply you can write answer. If it is even, you have to perform. But it is odd function, that way answer is going to be 0. For like this problem, by seeing only you can say. Okay, let's see other problems. Coming to this problem, this is applications of integrations. This is area problem. Here he given two curves means indirectly the area between two curves is asking, the region bounded by the curves. See, two curves is given, indirectly didn't given any coordinates. We know the formula, the area between two curves is nothing but integral a to b y of upper curve minus y of lower curve. If you take any curve also, first one, you simply have to take mod. Always the area is going to be positive. Based upon that, first we will find the coordinates here. He given y equal to 2 minus x square and one more y equal to minus x. I am substituting this y here. It is going to be minus x equal to 2 minus x square. From there, x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. If you take here 1 into minus 2 is that, you have to get minus 1 is nothing but minus 2 plus 1. That is x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 equal to 0. If I take x common, x minus 2. If I take plus 1 common, x minus 2 equal to 0. Simply factorizing. Then you are going to get x plus 1 and x minus 2 equal to 0. Now you got x equal to minus 1, 1. Another one is x equal to 2. Now the two coordinates are given. Simply area I am writing here. Area is nothing but integral a to b y of upper curve. Y of upper curve minus y of lower curve dx. With respect to x axis we check and y because you got x coordinates simply. But if you take mod, it's going to be over. If you are not taking mod, you will get, sometimes you will get minus. But if you are getting minus value also, you have to take positive value. Now substitute here integral, that is area is nothing but minus 1 to 2 y of upper curve. Any you can take 2 minus x square minus y equal to minus x is there already. If you write x dx. Now integrate this 2x minus x cube by 3 plus x square by 2 from what? Minus 1 to 2. Now I am substituting here. If you substitute to upper limit, that is nothing but 4 minus 2 cube is nothing but 8 by 3 plus 4 by 3 minus of 2 into minus 1 minus 2 minus already minus 1 whole cube is nothing but minus 1 by 3. Next minus 1 whole square plus 1 by 2. If you simplify, you are going to get an answer here. See, minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, you are going to get plus 6, minus 8 by 3, minus 1 by 3, minus 9 by 3, it's going to be 3, plus 4 by 3, minus 1 by 2. It's not 4 by 3, it's 4 by 2 only. Now 4 by 2 is nothing but 2 only, plus 2, you can write here plus 2 is nothing but 4 plus 2 6, plus 2 is nothing but 8. That is nothing but minus 1 by 2. If we simplify, this is 3. 8 minus 3 is nothing but 5. 5 minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 10 minus 1, 9 by 2. The answer is 9 by 2. But in the option we did not have. But see here, 1 is there, 8 by 19, 35 by 4, 27 by 6. If you divide with 3, you will get 3 to the 6. Indirectly 3 2 is 6, 3 9 3 is 27. If you multiply this one also with 3, 3 9 is 27, 3 2 is 6. You can write ante indirectly given answer. But don't get confused, you are not getting like that, don't get confused. You got here 9 by 2, but if you simplify or if you multiply with 3 in numerator and denominator, will get 27 by 6. See, the volume of the solid, coming to this problem, the volume of the solid obtained by revolution of the region by the curve means indirectly, revolving means indirectly you are going to get volume. The volume formula here about y-axis is saying is nothing but indirectly volume is going to be integral a to b pi x square dy. He given one curve and y equal to 8 and x equal to 0. If we substitute x equal to 0 by substituting x equal to 0 in y equal to x cube, you will get y equal to 2, 0. Now the coordinate, one coordinate 0, one coordinate is 8. Now substitute here integral 0 to 3, 0 to 8, it is not 3. Here y equal to 8, one more, 1 equal to y equal to 0. Next, pi into x square, y equal to x cube is there. From here you have to write x, that is nothing but x equal to y to the power of 1 by 3. Now x square equal to y power 2 by 3. Now y power 2 by 3 dy. Now simplify pi outside, y to the power of n integration y to the power of n plus 1, that is y to the power of 2 by 3 plus 1 is nothing but 5 by 3 divided by 5 by 3 from 0 to 8. Now substitute pi into 8 is nothing but 2 cube, you can write 2 power 5 by 3 divided by 5 by 3 minus 0 indirectly. Here 3 gets answered, 2 power 5 is nothing but 32 only. 32 divided by 5 by 3, it's going to be 3, that is nothing but 96 pi by 5. It is 32, it's going to be reverse. 32 3s are 96, 96 5 by 5 into pi, answer is going to be this one. Always the volume units are cubic units and area units are square units. See, don't get confused, the options are going to be a little bit tricky. Based upon that you are going to get. Let's see other problem.